Greetings, everybody. Thought I'd tell you the story of the old Ghastly Hound of Bagley Hall. Had a few people wanting to know about it, want to know it was true. So I'll start off with this. I know it's true, as unfortunately I've seen it 4 times in my life, and each time has resulted in family deaths, which it's kind of a warning, a hallbanger of that effect. Last time, probably a little more than a year ago, and a couple family members died, and a good friend of mine who was a pretty famous actor. So I'll leave that at that. But yes, uh, it is real. I started, never had no encounters until after I wrote a book I wrote called Mago's Curse. It was like a little novelette that, really didn't do a whole lot. But after that, just writing about the legend I was told, and as I said, it was called Reykjavik, the best I can remember. There's a huge mastiff. My grandpa, adamant storyteller, told it like it was the size of a pony. It wreaked havoc on the battlefield, very loyal to the family, protected the hall, fought in battles, and not only is it that, it does protect the hall, it protects the family, and it's a wreak in the effect that it's vengeful for those who come against the family. Um, that's the story. But other than that, I have had encounters with it, but there's a lot of ghosts at Bagley. I've had two friends. I had one friend, Nikki Carroll. She's now passed away, a Withenshaw resident that investigated the grounds, and she said there was all kinds of spirits there, and most were real intelligible. And this is what she said: they knew who I was and thought of me as a grandson. Um, so I always had some uncanny things relating to the hall. The other was went to go get a massage therapist. And if you want to see the ghost pictures that she got, you can hit me up. Let me know. I got a bunch of them that she got in her investigation on the grounds of Bagley. But another experience happened when I went to get a massage, and this lady, older lady, was like, "Are you associated with knights and warriors and stuff like that?" So, well, my ancestors were knights and stuff, and she started going in detail. Well, one thing was both these ladies said was, "You're going to be back at this hall." Now, this is over 4 years ago. And my inclination, I never dreamed I would ever made it back into trying to get Bagley Hall like I did this last time when I was in the bidding process. A shame, but at the end I was cut. But then I came back with a huge backer who was very interested, and he had like a $400 million portfolio and a couple grade 2 buildings he had already refurbished. And this was brought about by a cousin of mine over there, Andrew Bagley. And so I've still not given up. I prayed on Bagley for a number of years, and God's led it to me that I will one day have it. So I sit back, I wait. Heritage of the Northwest of England has gotten it now. But there's a few other weird experiences in my life. I used to be a prize fighter, and when I went to pick my colors out, I picked out, I don't know, I was like, I want green on one side and white on the other. And this is in 1999, and they were like, why? It's kind of, most people were wearing solid trunks at that time and not really mishmashing, especially on the level where I was fighting. That was more championship level. Guys had the money to do that, but that's what I wanted, and said, okay, and I got it. Come to find out later, those are the same colors that the Cheshire bowmen would have used when they went out for the king or fought, as a county. It was like the county tunic or color. And so that was pretty interesting. But just a lot of just weird things like that. My family came out of Manchester, England. My ancestors came from Manchester, Kentucky to Ohio. I grew up in a very poor neighborhood. It was called the Knob. There used to be a mansion in the Bagley area. It was called Knob Hall. So just a lot of weird, little things like that. But once again, to keep it short, because I was just talking about the dog, I'm not giving up on Bagley Hall. I'm going to sit back and bide my time. It's in God's time, not my time. And I will always be there ready to get it when it's open again and to make this a seat, not only to the Bagleys, but to the public. And as I said again, how much will get done determines, in my opinion, not what any group of people say or whatnot, but what the ghosts of my ancestors say in Bagley Hall. They will be the determining factor on what gets done, how things get done, and they will let you know they're there. And I think they're going to let you know. I don't think they were very pleased, like others are, about the outcome, as many descendants across the world that are descendant of Bagleys. We wanted to regain this back into it being a seat for the family. And but like I said, it's not over. And again, everything will be done according to those permanent residents in the hall. But everybody have a great week. God bless. And just enjoy.